What's going on, Gemini? How are you guys? Welcome to this beautiful and abundant channel. It is Mama Manifests here. At least that's what my tarot and oracle persona is. The name I was given at birth is Carly. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I am a tarot and oracle reader, an energy reader, an intuitive empath, a Pleiadian starseed, and also somebody that just loves to help other souls, right? Because so many people have helped me on my journey, and I'm here to give it that back, right? As much as I possibly can. So, all right, Gemini, this is going to be your energy reading. We're going to be doing and focusing on some spiritual work, some spiritual blocks. Let's figure out where you're trying to go and what's in the way of you getting there. We might, other people's energies might come into these readings, but by focusing on what other people are doing and how other people are feeling, that doesn't really help us to get where we want to go. Okay, so we're going to see what's going on. Whatever it comes out, you just never know. I like to keep it open for the divine to kind of just do its thing, right? If at any point during this reading you receive value or you love what I'm saying or you just want to support me in this channel, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment if like anything resonated. I love to hear from you guys, and I usually do comment back. No promises, but I usually do. And if you want further guidance, of course, personal reading, emails in the description box below. Love to hear from you. And then I also post energy on Instagram. So I'm over there at Mama Manifest if you want like even more. All right, you guys. So let's see what is going on here. Let's see. Ooh, okay, let me move a little forward here. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. Okay, perfect. So we have just a little bit more space. We'll see. All right, you guys. So let's see what's going on for the lovely Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? What do we got going on, guys? All right, we got one, we got two. Okay, wow. Okay, you guys, healer of the ages, right? Like, look at all of the shininess there. Look at the fire. Look at everything. This is you guys, right? Like, whether you are aware of this or not, or this is the first time hearing it, or this is just something you are being reminded of. This is why you are here. This is why you have went through the things that you have went through in your life, right? This is why things have been so difficult for you. It's because you're such a strong soul. Look at this. The crown chakra is illuminated. The hands are illuminated. The heart is illuminated. And there's that fire, right? Like you are just a force. You're such a beautiful, strong, healing soul. And whether you realize it or not, your energy is actually healing to those around you. Your energy is a gift. And this is just here to remind you of that in case you forgot, Gemini, and kind of get you realigned or back aligned with your sense of purpose. Or maybe you are struggling with, why am I going through the certain things that I am going through? Well, you guys, it's because you can handle it. That's what you signed up for, whether you realize it or not, before you came to this planet, okay? So just take a deep breath and remember this. Remember this. And this is like, it doesn't matter like exactly what that looks like. Some of you are going to be tarot and oracle readers. Some of you are going to be Reiki masters. Some of you are, there's just anything, anything to do with people, whatever it is, whatever your profession is, whether it's in the spiritual arts or not, you're going to be bringing healing energy to those around you, which in turn is raising the vibration of this planet and, turning this into just a more beautiful place to live, right? For everybody, not just you and those you love, but for everybody. So absolutely beautiful message coming out first, okay? And then we have community here, all right? So, I feel like maybe like you guys are yearning for people, right? Like to be surrounded. Maybe right now you haven't, or your whole life, right? You haven't been surrounded by those people that are like you. What I'm really feeling off this card is just a sisterhood, whether you're a male or a female, but being surrounded by, I feel like a deep longing for that. Like, it's like, I just want to be around people who are not exactly like me, but have the same morals, want to heal themselves to in turn heal others, which is another message coming through off that card. It's like, we have to heal ourselves first, right? That's first and foremost. And that's how we heal others. Okay. So just something to remember. But when we have those relationships around us that mirror that back to us, it makes the process so much more enjoyable, so much more light. And you guys are really coming into that. That's what I really feel. As soon as, if you've had that lack, if you have been not surrounded by people who mirror that back to you, right? It's time to just put this first and foremost, right? Like right now, it's like you need to work on healing yourself, make that your first priority above all else, okay? And then that brings room for the universe, right? Because law of attraction, to come and bring those relationships that mirror that back to you, okay? So absolutely beautiful messages, Gemini. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. See what we got going on. We're going to get some angels of Atlantis in. I love angelic energy. What messages do we have for Gemini? All right, so we got one out. Let's see what we're working with here, Gemini. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are learning all about trust, trusting yourself. Okay. Maybe there's been a lot of situations in your life. Maybe, you don't have the best track record with being able to trust yourself. Maybe you've let yourself down, and you guys are healing all of that right now. That's what you're working through right now. Seeing the patterns, seeing how other friendships, right? Community, definitely friendships in the past have let you down. Your parents, right? Your family dynamics, and you've kind of inherited that. So there's really no blame, right, to be pointed at in any direction. But this is what we're focused on, like building trust with self. And in turn, that helps us to trust others and attract people that are worthy of our trust, most importantly. Okay. And then also trusting this process, especially you guys, when things aren't going the right way, or we have to move through a tougher energy, okay? Because it's not all just, it is a beautiful journey, and we learn to appreciate both the ups and downs, but really developing that muscle of trust in the moments when you're getting your butt kicked, right? Like just when you're learning those lessons is something that you guys are developing right now, okay? And that really, it helps like when we are able to trust ourselves and show up for ourselves in the darkest moments, however that is, right? And most importantly, like trusting ourselves and our intuition, right? Like, oh, okay, here's a special message coming in for some of you. Okay, so there's other people around you who have some like opinions about things in your life, right? Like they're not on the same life path as you at this moment, right? Just in general, okay? And what you have to make some decisions that are against the community or the status quo or what a normal person would choose, okay? And so this is like a test, if you will, right? Are you going to trust yourself? And then you'll be given more healing capabilities. You'll be like, because that's how it works, right? We're just not given all of our spiritual gifts. I mean, they're lying there dormant. You always have them, but the awareness of them and the gifts actually being activated, it's something that is earned through, doing these, passing these tests, right? Or trusting ourselves above all else, right? Going against the grain, even, if everybody's, there's this pushback upon us, right? It's trusting ourselves. Okay. So let's dig a little bit deeper here with the tarot. I love this. A lot about relationships coming in for you guys. You guys are just ready to have relationships mirror back to you. You want your life and your community to mirror back to you what you've been working so hard for and who you truly are. And I absolutely love that for you guys. All right, let's dig deeper and let's see what the tarot has to offer. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Take a deep breath, you guys. Don't forget to be doing your breath work. That is a huge part of the healing process. We'll see what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. So I love this. Right at the center of the read and your overall energy is the 2 of Wands. And this is all about passion and passionate decisions. So yeah, you guys do have some decisions to make, right? It's to stay in the old energy or to move forward. I know you guys are going to absolutely move forward, but here's the thing. You have to trust yourself. The decision has to do with you trusting yourself and going against the community or the popular opinion. That's what's going on here, definitely. Okay. And yeah, moving towards situations that give back to you what you put out, right? That's what you guys have been dealing with. You guys have been, not only, maybe it's a work situation, you've been giving way more than you've been receiving, okay? In the work situations, disrespect, just giving everything it is, and then being given back disrespect, okay? Same thing goes with, intimate relationships, family relationships, and friendships. There's a lot of imbalance going on here. It's coming into your guys' awareness, and you're done with it. You're done with it. So that's your decision here. It's to walk away from anything that isn't giving back to you what you give to it. Yep. So at the foundation here, and what's fueling all of this, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, right? It's situations abandoning you, right? Or you abandoning situations, right? I just feel there's this wound right here of being left out. We know the 5 of Pentacles is all about, is that picking up on camera? I can't see here. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Okay, sorry, you guys. Just got sidetracked for a second. But at the foundation here, this is all about people leaving, okay? And that's probably where this trust is. I feel relationships have been ended in the past. I feel family has not been there for you. And it's really, you guys, I feel it here. You guys have been... It's really messed with your level of trust, not only of yourself, but of people in general, of life and God and the universe, okay? So that's the huge thing you're developing here right now. Trust and, the abandonment wound, okay? Everything's fueled. The lack of trust comes from this abandonment wound, which is something that you've had to go through a lot in your life because you are a healer. Do you see how everything's circling back here, right? It's your soul is strong enough. Your soul knew that you were going to be dealing with this type of stuff, right? To get to this place so that way you can create this beautiful life for yourself and those around you, right? It's all very cyclic here and it's absolutely beautiful, okay? So, okay, yeah. So in the past here, I feel you guys have kind of went against your own intuition, okay? You guys have held back from taking the risk, if you will, making the decision to take the riskier option. You've been influenced by the popular opinion, by what society's quote unquote rules are, and it's prevented you from moving forward. And that's how we learn, you guys. That's how we learn. It's just a lesson. No reason to beat yourself up. It's gotten you to this place. So if you have listened to it, you have went against your own intuition and not trusting yourself, and you've gotten to this place, it's all perfect. And do you see how that works? So there's no reason to be mad at anybody, especially not yourself, okay? Look at this, following your heart now. Yep. I love it. Following your emotion, following what makes you feel good, following, I love that. And only taking offers that are fueled by emotion and balance and comfort. And I absolutely love that for you guys, okay? So there's some things that are outside of your perspective right now. And I feel there's a necessity for you guys to be honest. And by doing that, I would just ask your spirit team, ask the universe, ask God, whatever is comfortable for you here. Where am I not being honest with myself? Where is my truth or whatever being skewed? Because I do see some things here that are outside of your awareness at this time that are needing to be seen, and everything else will come into perspective here, okay? There's some unhealed wounds of the past. That's what this is probably about here, okay? All of this here, definitely. There's some unhealed stuff. Definitely a time of healing for you guys, so that way you can do your work, because that's what a big bulk of your work is, and what your purpose is to help heal others. And like I said, and like I opened it up, we do that by healing ourselves. But I do see abandonment wound from the past. I feel it's multiple people who have hurt you, and there's a part of you that's not seeing it for clearly. And I want to tell you guys a big secret about healing here, right? We change our perspective about the past to change our present, which ultimately changes our future. I have a feeling there's some blame here. There's just a shift in perspective that needs to be had, if that makes sense. Like, and you guys aren't doing anything wrong here. It doesn't come into our awareness until we are ready for it, right? Like if certain things would have come into my awareness about how I was perceiving things at a certain point, I would have been devastated or, I don't know, like who knows? I probably would have left the path. Who knows? So everything happens in divine timing and you guys are ready for it. So that's something exciting, right? Like that's a different perspective to be had here. You guys are ready. You guys have graduated to a certain point where you're ready to see the past and why these things happen for what they truly are. And I feel like, don't get mad at me, Gemini, but there's a little bit of like this victim mentality. And that's not that is not like, I have to tell you, like I lived the first 28 years of my life in 100% victim mentality. So it's like, it's just something that people do. It's a defense mechanism. It's a coping skill. It's a survival technique. So please, when I say this, it's like, I don't want you guys to get upset with yourself or anything like that. You've literally used that technique to survive, okay? But now it's time to take a look at it, because when we come to that place where we take responsibility for all of the things that have happened in our life and we aren't trying to blame others and we're coming from like this empowered place, like these things happened for me because I am a healer and I am here for my purpose, everything shifts. The energy shifts, the energy in your life shifts, and it's an absolutely beautiful thing, okay? Here we go again. She has a blindfold on, and I feel like it's coming off. Like, I feel like there's been this level of illusion, right, with that Ace of Swords in reverse here for quite some time. And you guys have been feeling it. It's a stuck energy. Maybe you guys have literally been feeling stuck, like just kind of doing the same thing daily and you're bored and you're like, I just can't see where I need to fix it. Well, that's all coming. The blindfold is all coming off. And so that's something to really look forward to, is like all of the answers that you have been looking for are now coming into your view. You're going to be able to see things clearly very, very, very soon. Okay. So that's really, really exciting. And then make the decisions that you need to make accordingly. Okay. Because now we have 2 2s here, and those are all about decisions. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, you guys want things to be fair. You guys want things to be balanced, not only for yourself, but others around you, okay? And that's the beautiful thing, is you don't need to worry about it, Gemini, because everything will be balanced. There's a natural order to things. You don't need to worry about your own justice. You don't need to worry about anybody else's justice. And I know that's much easier said than done, especially when we have unhealed wounds and we have resentments and things like that. But I just want you guys to focus more on yourselves, right? Like, because this is wasting energy. If you're focusing on other people, like, I get it. I understand. Like, I'm a Libra moon, which is like it is the justice card, right? And I'm all about, like, I'm so passionate about justice. And what we find justice in is like, and what I'm really getting off this card lately is like really focusing on ourselves, like, and everything just naturally happens, right? And there's so much red on this justice card. So I just feel like grounding is like such a big thing for you guys right now. Okay. So justice is going to come, right? Like if you guys, that's what I love too. So yeah, that's another message coming through. You guys have some really good karma and really good energy coming in on the other side of this that just came in and hit me. They just told me that. So that is something that's really exciting. You guys have people who are going to mirror back to you. You guys have opportunities coming in. Like as soon as you look at this, there's like a little tweak, right? It's not even that big. This doesn't feel like all of this swords and this 5 of Pentacles and this 2 of Swords. It doesn't feel like this huge bulk. I feel like the Geminis that I'm reading for have done a ton of work on themselves, and we just need this tweak so we can unlock the gates to this justice coming in for us and this abundance, okay? So lots of messages coming in there, okay? So you guys have been in this place for quite some time. where you have maybe been having nightmares, bringing all this stuff back up to the surface. There's a reason for every card here. I have to tell you guys, it's coming to a close here. There was a reason that, like, with the Nine of Swords, okay, and it's coming out in reverse, which means it's ending. So that's super exciting. But it comes after that Eight of Swords, after the blindfold is in the Eight of Swords, and then the Nine of Swords, you take it off and it's the cold hard truth, right? The Nine of Swords is probably my least favorite energy, one of them. I have a couple. But there's a reason for the energy, and it's like seeing things, and like it's when our belief systems are changing, the foundation. So the Nine of Swords is like uprooting. It's pulling the roots out of the ground so that we can plant new, beautiful, and abundant crops, or, garden, or whatever you guys want to call it. So that's coming to an end, and that's really, really exciting. We have a couple tweaks to make here to open the floodgates for your abundance, to open the floodgates for relationships to mirror back the beautiful healer that you are. So yeah, this has been a beautiful message, Gemini. I hope you guys got value out of it. Again, if you did, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste and God bless.